All right, kids, let's just jump into this. Let's just jump into it, okay?
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me.
All right, so we have ourselves a diabolical demon here by the name of Rynophi and Eternity Psylocke jumping in here on Central Park on offense. Let's get into it. We also have ourselves an Emma Frost for the team up, and we're also running the Hulk with Namor. I will say I don't know if I love that team up specifically because of, in my opinion, the Luna team up with Namor was substantially better, but we're gonna see what happens here. We have a decent amount of brawl on the other side. We have the Psylocke, we got the Captain America, who's actually just got sent to the Shadow Realm by the hands of Emma right there, I think getting kicked into the wall, and also Mr. Fantastic. And I will say, we've been seeing a lot more Mr. Fantastic as of late in the meta, or for whatever reason, this character has just been creeping up the ranks. He's kind of a sneaky pick for that anti-dive, putting the shields onto characters as well too, so he can really shut down divers who are trying to make things work as far as like the Spider-Man and the Venom duos that we've been seeing so commonly in season 1.5 and kind of bleeding into season 2 right here. But amongst the little intro that we're giving already, Mr. Rynophi popping off and almost getting the entire point right there, just rolling down the defense aggressively. So jumping onto the rocket also, my goodness, the squids, like I had mentioned, the consistent tick damage from the gamma is nice, but we do like to have the slow as well. Right now we have Luna popping off on the point, kind of a ill-advised Psylocke ulti trying to time the end of our Luna ult, but now Rynophi chasing down the Captain America, blasting him in the face, or actually the back of the head rather, and now walking it in here. Also the rocket staggering himself, unfortunately. Hate to see that, but now going into point number 2. So far, some very good shots, some pretty solid team play, able to clean that first point up very quickly. Now just marching it in, waiting for the defense to meet us. Now we got a couple players up on height. We hear the Wolverine slashing till his heart is content. Also popping the ulti here. Let's see what happens. Can we fall down? Mr. Fantastic is gonna go down. That is a crazy lock on. He was so far away in that situation there. Able to get 2 picks immediately as we start this first or the second team fight here on point number 2. Now running through the 6 with the boys, with the Hulk. Now trying to take out the Emma, and now also pushing up onto the healers. Let's see what we get right here. Potential big assassination, also popping the Shadow Clone Jutsu, going up onto height, trying to take down the dagger in the dome though. She is gonna stay alive. Gonna be trying to dip out here and not stagger ourselves for no reason. We got a solid push so far. We hear the dagger popping ulti on the left side. Gonna give the defense a second chance at life here to try and get a stop. Also Emma in Diamond, a terrifying sight to see also while you're being burned alive by dagger ult. Unfortunately they're gonna have to reset. But here's the Adam ulti. Is it gonna be a good one? Not gonna get brainwashed up on height here, having a chance to get healed up completely. And now fighting from height, so a good position here from the Adam ulti. Kind of getting stuck on the world as it shifts all around us. You love to see it, you hate to see it. It's funny when it happens to other players, but it is so annoying when it happens to you. Putting on that damage, able to dodge the grab of the Emma, also taking her down, the burn down, the choke slam, the kick, just like that by our Emma taking down the enemy Captain America. Now running through the 6 one more time, the tough guy himself, Mr. Fantastic. If you have not ran into a Mr. Fantastic yet, as you can see, we are currently in an Eternity lobby. He is not a throw pick. This character is no joke. Able to, when he goes into his inflated state, go to 775 health without using his E, without having the Emma, or the Invis team up. I'm so used to saying Emma team up at this point, but with the Invis team up, Mr. Fantastic is truly a problem. But here, as I say it though, as much as he has been a problem, he's actually switched off in this point. I think he's now on the Strange, I'm not too sure. But now, pushing up again, popping the ulti. The rocket is gonna be able to dash out, trying to get some solid damage. Gonna get both the tanks though, which is great value. Also, can we get the cleanup on the rocket? The 1v1 chase down is real. Eternity rocket as well too. My boy is running, trying to get away from Rynophi right here, able to escape into the darkness. As I say it though, actually getting cleaned up by our Emma, getting pushed into the loving arms of Diamond Mode herself. Pushing up onto the enemy Emma now, also getting met by the Captain America. Gonna have to back up a little bit and try to regroup with the team. There goes the ulti, trying to have some sustain on the point as we are walking in here on point number 3. The dash through to try and make it back to the point ourselves to help the backline. I do like that we are peeling, trying to get him out of here. Also notice that our Emma is playing very far back because that Diamond Mode is so good against Cap. Just the sustainability, the melee extra damage, and also the choke slam that we all know and love from the character. Mommy, kick me into the wall, please. I've heard it many times in my in my games, and also I know you guys are dreaming about it at night too against the Emmas. You love it more than you think. So I've been told, okay, relax. But now, as you see, she's very good with the peel, trying to keep our entire team alive. The Captain America had no real help right there, or no success rather. Also, the Psylocke on the other side popping ulti and getting counted by the Luna a second time here. Moon Knight all to his lonesome at the very back. This is where you want to be playing him so you can rain down firepower. But if a Psylocke, just like Rynophi, can jump on top of you and blast you in the face, you're going to find yourself in a world of trouble. Getting burned alive here by the dagger, really wanting our cheeks, as I can say. Popping the dagger ulti as well, too. Going to get healed up a little bit, but there is a health pack behind. We do have the snowflake, so we don't need to make the detour to the health pack. Rather, going right back to business as usual onto the Moon Knight, trying to take him down. Popping the ulti at 4 HP, able to stay alive. And right there, put a little bit of damage on, making the Moon Knight scatter away and also getting taken down by a teammate. Also blasting the enemy Psylocke one more time. Not going to be going down to the Namor ult, and now we're going to march it in here. One of the things I love to see so much now, and it's happening more and more as players are getting better with the character, which in this case, Psylocke, using her ult to survive. You cannot die in her ult. You can die when you're about to pop the ult, and you almost did, going down to 4 HP. But once you are solidly in the ult, you're chilling. So good usage there to stay alive, push the entire team, and now get the 3 points. This is console? No, not console. Also, Shostin, what's up, bro?
But only if we show our foes respect.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Jessica, you better calm it down, okay? Now, here we are on defense. We still have the same team comp. The other side has a Hawkeye now, so something for us to be a little bit careful of. I don't really care what anybody says. Hawkeye still has that one-shot potential. He's not considered to be the true sniper of Marvel Rivals, but he still absolutely can take your head off if you're not being careful. Also, we don't have any shield tanks on our side, unfortunately. As I say it, just like clockwork, Hawkeye getting the first pick on the board. Of course, the Adam Warlock going to be able to pop the cocoon and get right back into it. But now, just playing a bit of an off angle, getting a little combo there onto the Captain America as well, pushing him back, but also the Rez coming up from the rocket, bringing him back as well too. Our Hulk in a little bit of shambles, going to pop the bubble, as now Cap is trying to make his way into our backline. Adam in absolute shambles here, he might be going down, playing Ring Around the Rosie for his life right there. Unfortunately, losing our Emma in the process, as she kind of got separated from the team during the Capflation happening in our backline. But now, Rynophi playing up on height, but now getting pulled down one more time. The attention of Cap is such a problem. Even if he doesn't kill anybody, he has the ability to just pull everybody out of position and make you have to care. A lot of the time, Cap, it's a bonus for him, I will say. Nah, that's not a bonus right there. Getting frozen and destroyed, absolutely not a bonus. But it's a bonus for Cap to get a kill when he jumps into the backline. His main purpose in life is to pull attention and make everybody care. If you ignore him, then your team will die. But if you jump on him and scare him away, he's going to get value out of that. Speaking of value, also getting the 2-piece with the ulti, going band for band with the enemy Psylocke as well. Right now, playing in a small dark room. Ashcon, this is Eternity. Or, I'll say this. It was Eternity last season. I think they are GM right now, or possibly Celestial mixed with GM. Playing up on height. Waiting to see if we have an opportunity to jump onto the Hawkeye. We want to, but he does have the dagger ulti down. So not a whole lot we can do. The super jump, though, is going to take him out for a second. Popping the clone. And now pushing onto the enemy dagger. Unfortunately, she is going to shroud away into the darkness. But as I say, unfortunately, going to get choke slammed and kicked into the wall. Guys, not sure if he's that upset about it. If there's ever a way to die, that's going to be the way to do it. Unfortunately, going to have to reset, though. So now, as we're making our way back, unfortunately, the offense is aggressively pushing onto the point, pushing up onto everybody here. Enemy Psylocke popping and locking. trying to take down enemy players, or actually our team, I should say, more so our Namor and our Adam going down, trying to get the kill on the Hawkeye, and we are going to be able to do it. We are actually scrapping out here, fighting for this point. I thought we were going to give it up, but they said, no, sir. We are out here trying to defend what is rightfully ours here on point number 1. Pushing onto the dagger one more time, but we are going to get debuffed. You got to respect it, unfortunately. So going to be backing up a little bit, taking down the rocket as well too. We see a portal up on height to our right, trying to get the rest of our team into the fight one more time. Also the dagger going down again here, forcing everybody back, convincingly pushing onto the point was the offense, but now all of a sudden kind of finding themselves in a standstill. They are able to portal onto the point, but it might be all for naught. There goes the Strange just like that, trying to find one more player, but Cat playing outside the boundary of the ulti of Rynophi, trying to get the steal right there on the Star-Lord, trying to run for his life, but just getting that one tick of damage that we needed to take him down. Now putting more damage onto the Strange, finding himself in a small, dark room with our entire team here on the point by himself, saying, please somebody. Speaking of which, Rocket running for his life. Full combo, gonna get the takedown right there. Actually getting the hold here on point number 1 again. Now pushing up aggressively with the invis, but now also going to get pushed back one more time by Catflation himself. Going to get slammed into the wall by the Emma one more time. Here goes the Star-Lord. We want none of it. Luna going to be going for the counter pick right there, the counter pop rather, with the Luna ulti. Now trying to take out the Rocket ulti one more time. We see Strange going crazy, Dagger going, or not Dagger, Psylocke rather going crazy. Now we're in the 1v1 against Dagger, gonna go into the cloak right there, go for the Shroud, or for the debuff, running for our lives. Unfortunately going to go down, you hate to see that. And amongst the chaos in the overtime, it looks like the offense might actually get this point. Psylocke has long cooldowns? I don't think so. If you have long cooldowns with Psylocke, then you have to be having more uptime, because her left click brings all of her cooldowns down. Her right click, her shift, and her invis. So if you're landing a lot of shots, you get your cooldowns way faster. So now, as the overtime actually gets canceled, the offense pushing up aggressively. Speaking of which, this Star-Lord and Psylocke running our pockets. Rynophi gonna have to pop the clone and try to make his way back to the team. Very scary spot to be in, but he is gonna get healed up right there. Now, pushing onto the enemy, Psylocke, just trying to put that diff on. She is going to run away though. Rynophi kind of holding down the front line by himself. There goes our Hulk to try and assist up front as well now too, as they are regrouping together. Good combo onto the enemy Psylocke one more time, Super Zed, and here comes the ulti, but of course Emma in her diamond, unless she is left alone just like that. Very, very rare to get that kill. With the assist of our Adam Warlock, was able to take her down. But now one more time, Captain America in the back line. Even if he doesn't get a kill, all this aggro being pulled towards him and giving them a chance to get onto the point, but actually able to get the kill with the help of Luna right there. Now trying to roll back the offense one more time. Trying to put that damage on. We hear those metallic, tactile, transient sound effects. Say that 3 times fast. Of the Emma in her diamond, taking way less damage. Very hard to kill her in that situation. Or in that mode rather. Unfortunately right here, going to be going down. But the Adam Warlock res in the Luna ult. This Adam is actually goated for whatever reason. Might be a Jeff main just based on the name of the player. But 2 good Adam reses so far, having the team come back and stay alive. But unfortunately, as I say though, a lot of players going down all of a sudden. Rynophi finding himself in this place he's never been before. Now finding a place that he actually does know where he is as far as the spawn. Unfortunately, here, going to have to reset. Seth, what's up, bro? Now pushing out again right here. Going to be trying to rejoin with the team. The offense finding some success and some momentum here, having a offensive dagger ulti pop as well. We have the, I was gonna say, having the Cat push way up right there. I don't know if you had to do that considering they're fighting on the point, but once again, if it worked out, it worked out. They were able to solidify the point. Unfortunately, the Cat did go down, and Emma might fall here as well, but the damage is immaculate coming up from Emma Frost. Yes, a tank, but basically a DPS with her left click if it's at 100% of her passive. Unfortunately, right there, getting run through by the Star-Lord and the Psylocke on the other side. Absolutely, they are stacking to perfection and making it very difficult for Rynophi to get anything done here. The defense, I wouldn't say that we're quite getting rolled back just yet, but we're finding ourselves in a very scary spot. Super Z one more time on the enemy Psylocke, taking down our Luna. She is going to get brought back, though, by the rocket. And now Cap doing his thing. Capflation is absolutely real right now. Everybody getting their attention pulled as they are marching up the stairs with no problems. Everybody on the team getting that attention pulled, but now Hulk jumping into the backline. Here goes the ulti. Dagger going to fall immediately, trying to get Cap out of here, saying, buddy, I'm sick of ya. He's gonna go down. Emma, you can join him as well, too. Gonna be able to stop the cart one more time right here in point number 3. And now try and set up a bit of a shove. We have the shield for a second coming out from the Hulk as well, too. Now, waiting for Captain America and the rest of the crew to push up. Trying to hold this choke aggressively here. There are many different ways to get around. We might have seen the Star-Lord. We see him on the X-ray. He's thinking about trying to get up and around, but we have the amplifier here. We can absolutely shove. There goes 4 players down, just like that. The enemy rocket going to be bringing back their healer Cloak, though, and now still pushing up aggressively. Emma running through the streets out here with Hulk. Whole cavalry all together here, trying to take down the Cloak one more time. The Shroud is gone. She is going to live with the dome, though, so going to be backing up just a little bit. Here comes the enemy portal as well. And just right into the portal, into the Psylocke ulti on the point. Luna has been popping the ults to perfection, trying to keep everybody alive as well, too. Star-Lord popping and locking as well. Everybody congregated around Luna saying, please don't stop dancing now. Unfortunately, though, going to get blasted. You hate to see that. And going to go down. And now pushing out in overtime on point number 3. Unfortunately, Super Z on the enemy Psylocke, able to take down the Rocket Raccoon. Also, a lot of players on the team falling right here. Scary spot to be in. We do pop the clone with the Emma team up, but is it going to be enough? Cap pulling the aggro again. Nobody on the point. Nobody can get there because Cap is just a problem. Like I mentioned before, not getting the most kills, but he definitely is taking the most attention. And just like that, we're finding ourselves in a overtime situation, 3-3. Have I seen the new Fantastic Four trailer? I have not. I have not seen it. All right, fellas. So now here we are on defense of overtime. Rynophi currently sitting at 54-8 on the scoreboard. So putting on a clinic, putting on a showcase on Psylocke here in an all-eternity lobby. We have, once again, Venom in the backline here. I think it was the Cat player from earlier switching to the Venom because he wants a little bit more mobility to try and get down and slam and have that sustain with the E of Venom. Now trying to push up onto Super Z one more time. The enemy Psylocke has been doing pretty well in the last on their last push when they were on offense. Definitely more of an offensive player than defense, I will say, but able to, or rather, unfortunately, losing our Luna. Super Z is going to get taken out, though, by Namor, now actually scrapping on the point. Only 12 seconds left here for the offense to try and make something happen. We can try to get a solid hold if we're able to, and the rocket amplifier absolutely is going to help, taking down the Cloak as well. Thing is going to be in shambles. Everybody brawling on the point. Namor popping the ulti, trying to get a couple knockdowns right there. Venom also going to fall. It's a huge hit to the offense. Thing also in shambles, going to go down as well too. And there's a potential right here that this could be the game as far as solidifying the point. Gonna try to jump through. There goes the ulti to try and take out the Strange. We are gonna be able to get 2. We're gonna get 3 with the ulti just like that. My goodness. A very, very early ult. And the offense just said, hey, I like playing in fire. Let me in. Jumping into the Psylocke ulti, getting a 3-piece right there and getting no points for the offense. But now it's time for Rynophi to see what he can do on the offense right here.
Everything in this place feels so familiar.
Chaos in the streets.
And yet so strange.
We come in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
But only if we show our foes respect.
So here we are now in true overtime. We either win the game or we lose the game, or we might even draw the game right here. No more second chances. All we need is one tick on the board. Can Rynophi and the rest of the crew try and push forward? But as much as we'd love to, unfortunately, as I say it, they gotta dive on the other side. We do have Namor and we have Hulk for the team up as well, but they're gonna try to slow us down as much as they possibly can to waste our time. Thankfully for us, we had over 3 minutes to try and make one tick here on offense. So we have a mountain to climb because this other team is not just gonna roll over for free, but still very doable here with the amount of time that we have, potential to get all of our ults and just willpower our way onto the point. What we really want to do in a situation like this is have as much uptime as we possibly can. So if we are going to die, we can come back with our ult guaranteed. As I say, a Rynophi here now has his ulti online. Venom running through the streets again here. All the way up to the spawn door is not going to swing out back to safety. But we have our ult. We have a chance to try and do something. Here goes the ulti right here. Let's see if we can get the Luna. We will get the Luna, and we're going to get the Emma as well for a little bit of extra credit. Also getting a nice little combo there onto the Venom. We have 3 players down, unfortunately missing our Luna. We have both of the rocket amplifiers popping, able to take out the enemy rockets first. Spider-Man going crazy. Psylocke also going crazy, gonna pop the invis and try to get out of that to stay alive. Last thing you wanna have happen here is going down now that the ults are dumping. You don't want to now start over completely with no ults because we are gonna be running out of time. Venom running through the streets, running for his life. Strange in shambles, going to go down. Venom also in shambles here, literally running for his life. Rocket trying to keep him up to the best of his ability. Also Strange back to the party right here. Luna popping and locking on the point one more time, trying to keep up there. Strange. The ulti about to subside now. We have Rynophi's Luna popping off as well too. This could be curtains, as I say it, pushing up onto the rocket. Everybody climbing up the walls, quite literally running for their lives. Strange going to fall, Venom going to fall, Rocket in shambles, Spider-Man in shambles. Everybody going to go down, and just like that, gonna win the game in a 4-3 fashion in overtime. What do I think about the new performance rankings? I think, I don't know. It's hard to say because you kind of get trolled in some cases, because if you're playing like a healer, you will objectively get less points or kills or whatever. Actually, I don't know, because you don't get, I don't know how they weigh everything. It's hard to say. I'm not sure how they weigh everything as far as to say like, oh, you got 54 assists. Is 54 assists better than 50 or 49 kills? I don't know if it's the same or if it actually is better because number higher, therefore good. Like, did this Luna do more than the Emma? Did the Rocket basically do more than everybody or pretty close, you know? And with that, Rynophi is going to win the game in overtime with 68 kills, only 8 deaths, a 3-piece, 34 final hits, 35,000 damage, and a 31% accuracy. I will say, a lot of spot checking, a lot of hard characters to hit. We have Spider-Man, Cap, and Venom flying through the skies, but still a very good job. Well done. What? Very job, what done? What am I saying, guys? A job well done. A very good job well done, okay? Relax. Oh, man, I'm having a stroke, I think. I didn't say that last part. I did. DSSD, if you want to, bro, you can still submit, I think. If you're plat right now, I'll say this. If you're a plat right now, that's fine. It's more so if you're a diamond and above from last season. That's what we're looking for. So if you're a quality player, but you're sitting in gold 1 or platinum right now, because the ranks have not really leveled out. There's like, I don't even know if there's 100 players who are celestial yet. Probably close at this point. But there's definitely nobody that's eternity that I've seen yet, unless it's going to happen today. I was DSS, DSS, dist, I think. You were what? You were over diamond, question mark, or a diamond at least.